Now, defaulters of the ban on commercial motorcycles operators in Lagos State risk a 3-year jail term as the enforcement for the Phase 2 ban starts Thursday, that's today. And this is according to the Lagos State Commissioner for Transport, Dr. Frederick Oladeyinde, who spoke during the news conference in Ikeja. He reiterated that the Phase 2 Okada ban was in 4 local government areas and 6 local council development areas, LCDAS. The commissioner explained motorcycles will be impounded and crushed in the public view in line with the provision of Section 46, subsection 1, 2, and 3 of the Transport Sector Reform Law, TSRL 2018. According to the commissioner, 200 officials of the Lagos Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, have been deployed alongside other security agencies to enforce the ban. He stated that the extension is in the right direction to ensure the security of the lives and properties of Lagosians. Now, to shed more light on this, we're being joined by the Lagos State Police Public Relations Officer, Benjamin HUNDEYIN. Thank you so much for joining us, Benjamin. If you can hear me, Mr. HUNDEYIN, thank you for joining us on the news.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Now, talk to us about the level of compliance on this ban on motorcycles in Lagos State.
Yes, the ban, the compliance has been so impressive. A walk around town today showed that most, if not all, motorcycle riders complied fully with the ban. There was little or no arrest made today. So we are hoping that with concerted efforts on our part, this would continue and it will translate to better safety and security for the people of Lagos State.
But if you look at the level of people who are out there, especially those who have seen Okada as the main means of transportation in Lagos, what alternatives has the state provided for these people to commute?
Well, for me, I speak for the police and we enforce law because we are law enforcement officers. For the state, what alternative the state has provided for these people, I think the best person to speak will be the Commissioner for Information for the state. I wouldn't be able to answer that question.
Okay, so if you say that you hope that this level of compliance would continue in the nearest future, but what are the prospects, especially now that the state has said that there would be a 3-year jail term for those who default in this regard? What are the prospects, especially in terms of capacity of the police to prosecute people who default in this regard?
Yeah, well, we are working with the state government, and the state government has made provisions for mobile courts to aid quick dispensation of justice, so that people don't have to be detained more than necessary. So the way it operates is that we have mobile courts in every corner of the state, so that once people are arrested, they are prosecuted immediately, and most times they get just fines, except in special cases where people are detained. So there's no worry in that area. Mobile courts are there to sort it out.
Okay, what measures are in place also to ensure that your men, that's the policemen, do not extort, these riders or, get power drunk, especially when it comes to enforcing the law?
I'm sorry, I need to get that question again.
Yes, so we've seen cases in the past, especially when it comes to enforcing the law of extortion and also abuse of power. What measures are in place to ensure that this doesn't happen?
For this, we rely heavily on the people to report things when they see such. But notwithstanding, we still have our own internal mechanisms. We have the provost department, we have the monitoring department. These are people that sometimes go out in plain clothes to observe the activities of our men and apprehend anyone that is engaging in unprofessional conduct. But like I said, we still want people to do like they've always done, to report the activities of our men, especially when they are doing what is not expected of them. So our provost department is very active. Anytime we get reports of such misconduct, we take it up, and these officers are dealt with squarely, so that it even serves as deterrence to other officers who might be thinking of doing such.
So what's the reporting like? The reporting line like? Is there a phone number to call? What should people do when they notice such activities?
Well, when I came on board as PRO in Lagos State, one of the first things I did was to publish the phone numbers of all DPOs. So the reporting line, calling DPOs is one of them. We also have our complaints lines that people can also call. So we also have our social media handles where people can report cases. So the more the merrier. We have all these channels that people can take advantage of.
All right, I think that's a fine place to leave it. We hope that, of course, the level of compliance would continue as it continues this particular issue of Okada ban in Lagos State. Thank you so much for your time, PPRO Benjamin Hundeyin.
Thank you.